And we're live.
Hey guys,
Hey.
we're back
We're back, whether you like it or not.
for the first time in forever. Hey, we haven't started the show yet, so I just wanted to say hi to the people in the comments, especially Winchester and Vance. I'm glad you're getting your lightsabers. Have they shipped out yet? I don't know if you'll want to respond.
You'll have
They
to
haven't.
wait.
I was hoping you'd get them, Winchester, before you went to Disney, but it looks like you may not, which stinks. But this is gonna be a laid back show tonight because
Okay.
We'll talk about.
Oh, there we go.
I've been at my house for 9 days, just me and the kids, so it's been fun. So there'll probably be a kid or two walking through this door right when we get going, saying I'm awake. That's what they've been doing.
Ryan,
So much fun.
We also have Paul, I'm going to probably say it wrong, but Hagar on Facebook. So, hey, Paul.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Paul. I'll have to get on Facebook. Well, we'll
He
do
said
that later.
he's laid back. He's throwing up his feet for this one.
Well, I'll let you handle
We're
Facebook.
all going to do that. I'm doing it all, man.
Go up my feet. Laid back. We're going to
Mind
talk
on my money.
Star Wars stuff. I mean, Star Wars Day was a couple days ago, but we're just going to talk about it anyways because
That's how we
we
roll.
didn't record on May the 4th. So we'll talk about.
6 be ever in your favor.
I thought it was the Revenge of the Sixth.
That was Revenge of the Fifth.
No, but now it's this is the 5th.
This is the 5th.
This is the May. This is what I saw.
Oh.
This is the May.
Oh.
I don't know. The Revenge of the Sixth makes more sense to me than Revenge of the Fifth.
Well, but it ends with.
That's true.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We don't make these things up, folks. Somebody else does.
It should be like Cinco de Solo.
Maybe if that movie did better, it would have.
Oh, maybe so. I really like that movie.
I liked it too. Box office.
Oh, well, we know who to blame. We won't get into that, though. You guys ready to record?
Man,
Sure.
more than ever.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I'll sit back
I mean, we don't have to if you don't want to.
All right, here we go. Ready? In 3, 2. Hello and welcome to iamGEEK, and this is episode 192. My name is Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Katrin. It is May the 6th, 2021. Can you believe it?
Nope.
So we're a couple days, over past May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day, which is a day that I, love.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we'd talk about Star Wars anyways. And some other stuff that's coming down the line. But did you guys have a great May the 4th? I'm sure you had like all the festivities planned out.
Oh yeah, so many. So many bantas and blue milk.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
The milk. Had
Was
just
there
gone
something
bad.
wrong? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
makes
just
blue-
can't.
there's
I've
something
tried the
wrong
blue
with
milk and Galaxy's Edge, and I just don't like it.
I didn't try it while we were there because I didn't want to pay the money for it because I've heard so many
Yeah.
bad things about it. I was like, why should I spend money on this? So
I tried somebody else's. This was pre-COVID. We
I
were
was
like,
gonna say,
hey, let's drink after each
It
other.
was a
Let's
Wild
share.
West.
that was when you could just get mono.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get all
But
the
I took
others.
I mean, that's like worse, I think.
I took the first sip of their drink.
Oh, so they got whatever you had.
So they got
Oh,
whatever I
good.
had.
Good.
you know. But this was back in the Wild Wild West, where you can let your face show,
Shake hands.
I mean, the
shake
Wild
hands,
Wild West,
hug,
they didn't show their face if they were
kiss on the mouth.
outlaws, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go back to before with you. You're just kissing people on the mouth.
That's what I'm afraid is going to happen when everything sort of winds back down, because people haven't been shaking hands and everything. They're just going to be like, I've missed it so much. Just come here. And they're just going to plant one on you.
It's a big old makeout section.
Yeah.
Session.
What?
Or a section. There could be a section for it, I guess.
Could be just a section for making out. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
So, Katrin, did you do anything fun?
No,
for
I
May the 4th?
worked.
No?
No,
Oh.
I was gonna wear my Darth Vader. I guess you call it a COVID mask, but I couldn't find it. I don't know what happened to it. So that was it. My son has a shirt that says May the 4th, which I'm like, great. Where are you gonna wear that? Except on May the 4th. It has a date on it. Good job. No.
Does it just say May the 4th?
This is May the
Like, no
4th be
Star
with
Wars
you. No,
theme?
no.
It's
It
just
has
May the 4th.
lightsabers. And it has Yoda, I think, on it. It says May the 4th be
His
with you.
son is a fan of certain days.
Yeah.
He's got May the 4th. He's
That's
got
exactly right.
September 2nd for some reason.
Oh, we did. No, I take that back. We did do something exciting. So I showed my son Battlefront 2. He had never seen Star Wars Battlefront 2, and then the three of us played Star Wars Battlefront.
That is
I was
true.
gonna mention
That
that
is
too.
how
Y'all
we
did
celebrated.
something.
So that was it.
We played a lot of Battlefront 2, and it was fun.
Mhm.
We did. We
Actually,
hadn't played in a long
first
time.
place one of the times. I was.
Oh, yeah, that's the times that Katrin and I
Nice.
had to take a break.
I was doing something else.
you were,
I think.
Yeah,
so.
you guys got busy or something. I was like, "Where's everybody?" It's like,
Trying out some new things. I had a different controllers upside down. I think. So.
hey,
Well,
we had one victory. That was nice.
No, we had a couple.
It was
We
nice.
had two, I think. Two. It was a hard
Sure.
mode that we were. You have to like go through all this
They
different-
called it normal, but we called it hard. I don't
No,
know.
it's like one of those where you have to
Really
like
hard word
capture
to
all
say,
these
too.
things. and-
It's not
It was
supposed to be
French for
hard.
super hard. Normal.
no,
Normal.
not that good.
No, but it's fun.
I was stuck at home with the kids, so I didn't like go out. Of course, you wouldn't go out and do anything anyways. These times, but they wanted to watch something Star Wars. That's it. It was Star Wars Day, so my son was like, "Let's get out all the Star Wars toys," and they were everywhere. And then I'm like, "You guys want to watch something Star Wars?" And they're like, "Yeah," because they haven't seen the movies. And so I put on the Phineas and Ferb Star Wars special for them because they're little kids.
Yes.
And that was fun. And I'm like, I said, yeah, just. Or my son goes, I wish there was more Star Wars movies besides this.
Besides,
And I'm like, oh, there are. And he's like, what? Wait, no. I'm like, yeah, there's a bunch. There's a bunch of Star Wars movies. We have to watch them. I'm like, we will. Patience, patience. Patience, young Padawan. We will watch them all. But that reminded me that the way they know Star Wars, besides my office, which is just Star Wars, is Galaxy's Edge. Like, because my daughter hasn't seen Rey anywhere else, but when we go to Galaxy's Edge, she's like screaming, "Where's Rey? Where's Rey?" She's 3 years old, and so that's how they know Star Wars. They've been to Star Wars, so they think it's a real place, not some movies that this place is based on, which is sort of cool if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, when are we going to go to Star Wars Land? And I'm like, well, we could watch the movies. There's movies? What is
Yes, there's 3 of them.
That's right.
this? No, there's more than 3.
Just 3.
There's Rogue One,
Oh yeah, there's.
That's true.
Solo. I can count that. And the prequels,
Yeah.
I count those.
Sure.
TV shows.
Parts of the
Cartoons.
sequels. No, they're all good. Well, almost.
The majority are good, and there he is. So yeah,
So he could be talking.
he really
right
could
now.
be talking.
He could be, and because he said he could hear us earlier.
Yeah,
so if he
so-
keeps going thinking
so
that we're
those on
talking, then
Those on the
then it's
YouTube,
going to sound really.
those
fun.
on the YouTube, Brian's been having some problems.
Yeah.
With his internet tonight.
With his
Yeah.
internet, yes. That's,
Brian-
let's be clear
Brian's
about
been
that.
having some issues tonight.
We need to pray for
Yeah.
him.
I don't want to go into detail, but I mean, let's just say it's a boomer.
It's a boomer. So, Chris, how was your day?
Not too bad. I had a Dole Whip today, actually, so that made it
You
really
did?
good.
What?
Yes.
Did they pull up to your house, or did you go
We
somewhere?
went somewhere. There is a like a.
Oh. Yeah. Yes. I bet. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So, that's awesome. We have an ice cream truck that we moved last fall, right? But where we used to live, there was this ice cream truck that would go park at these apartments that was within walking distance from our house, which not crazy about, whatever. It was there, and so we walk over there, and I asked them. I said, "Hey, would you mind driving like over to our house and it being like the whole experience of my son seeing the truck drive up, and um, then he gets to get the ice cream and all that." And he's like, "Sure," So he drove up, and we had the whole experience. And then from then on, they started driving around the neighborhood as if it wasn't a thing that ice cream trucks did already. But he credited me with that idea to start driving around in that particular neighborhood. I was like, really? Is that not obvious? It's like, because they were used to just, oh, hold on just a second. You lost audio. Hold on just a second. Yeah, because of Ryan leaving. Hold on just a second. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Now you should be back.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, so they started driving around the neighborhood, and so they recognized us every time we'd go up, and now we haven't been there forever. But then the ice cream truck showed up over at at my son's school. My wife was there, and she walked up to get whatever, and they recognized her, so it was pretty cool. It's like, wow, okay. So
that's funny.
cool.
We watched a show recently. I think it's like The Food That Built America or something like that.
Yeah,
it's on History Channel. And they talked about the Good Humor Man, the Good Humor trucks.
Yeah,
those were the first ice cream trucks, like ever. Like it was too hard to really like maintain like ice cream and stuff and sell to people at the time. It was like, I don't know, 1920s, 30s, I don't know. And like it was just pretty much disgusting. Like the stuff that you'd buy, they'd have like one glass they would give to someone, they'd eat it out of it, they give the glass back, and they just kind of like ran it over some water and then filled it up again and gave it out. But the guy that made the Good Humor figured out how to coat it with chocolate so it kept it like maintained on a stick so people could just eat it. And yeah, he in his distribution trying to figure it out, he just bought all these trucks and hooked up to the he is, and hooked up the motor battery to keep the ice cream cool. I thought it was interesting. It's a good show. It's kind of fun. Talking about good humor trucks.
I know, I've been listening.
Oh, okay.
So we'll probably have to take the audio from YouTube tonight.
That's fine. Yeah, and it kind of cut out for a second, but because you left, but we got it fixed now.
I don't know how long I'll be on here.
That's all right.
So if I keep cutting out, this is going to be one of those episodes where I just pop in and say hello.
Oh, hey.
and then pop back out. Should I even record it on my end?
You don't have to. I mean, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, all right. So before we lose stuff again,
real quick, Lane. Okay, no workout. Never mind. We got
it. Before we lose stuff, do you guys want to do the video? We got a video tonight. So if you're not watching on YouTube, well, it's okay. You've probably already seen the video, but we're just gonna do our reaction to it. Like, we've never seen it before. So on May the 4th, Disney released a video of this rumored lightsaber that has been made by Disney that looks like or acts like a real lightsaber. So we thought we'd watch the video together, all of us here, and talk about it. So
Awesome.
Let's do that while we have me, I guess.
All right, here goes.
There it goes.
There it goes. This is great audio, by the way, for the podcast. So we'll figure that out.
Oh yeah, because I can't hear it or anything.
They'll hear the lightsaber, and that was it. That thing is amazing.
It is very cool. That is awesome.
I want it so bad. There are not enough words in the English language to explain to you how much I want that lightsaber. But I don't.
You're not going to say anything about it, or there's not enough words?
No. Okay, so
cry?
That's sort of an inside joke. Okay, so when I was younger, Chris and I both had a friend named Davey. We'll just go to first names. I was over at his house one time, and his dad said, "Davey," he's like, "Yeah, Dad." He goes, "There are not enough words in the English language to say how much I do not want to take the trash out." And that's how he told his son to take the trash out.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Instead of just saying, "Hey, could you take the trash out?" That's what he did.
Well,
I'm like, well, that was weird. So I don't think, I could be totally wrong, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but I think this lightsaber is going to be part of the Galactic Starcruiser, part of their training show, and
part of the show, yeah,
and not sell.
I think so too.
Which a lot of people are going to be, me including, are going to be upset with that. That they're going to want to buy it, but I don't know if it's at the stage where it's like buy and take home.
Yeah, it's probably super expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we said though too. It would be a lot for them to maintain. So it seems like a technology that would break or have issues, especially now. I mean, it's so new that if they sold one, they'd have all these people complain about them, returning them, wanting them fixed, and it would just cost them even more money. So
yeah,
there's just going to be someone coming out, lighting it up, holding it up, and then walking away. And
they may use it in that. I may be gone again. I don't know.
No, you're here.
Oh,
you're
good. They may use it in the Jedi training.
Sure.
And maybe it'll be for sale, like Van said in the comments, later on. But I don't think it'll be for sale soon. Basically, from what we could tell, I brought a prop. It's like two measuring tapes. That sort of same concept that somehow with the motor comes out and it's got the lights on it somehow. So
interesting.
Yeah. So just like when you were a kid and you had a tape measure for a lightsaber, now you can have a really, really, really expensive tape measure for a lightsaber.
Yeah.
The cats will love it.
But you notice that they didn't in the video show it go back in, retract.
That is true.
Right.
So.
Yeah, there may be some movie magic going on there too, and Paul in the comments on Facebook says, "Weird how she held it perfectly still the whole time and her hand is shadowed. I still think it's cool though. Does it look off center from the hilt you got to you guys?" So I don't. That's probably a good point. I think there could be something weird going on, but
yeah,
it still looks really cool.
Yeah, and she purposely covered up the hilt with both hands.
Yeah.
It wasn't like some people are like, "Oh no, that's how it is in movie posters and stuff." Like, no. There's something they don't want you to see.
She did in the other one when she puts it to the side, it was one hand.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the way they did it was made sure they didn't show the other side of it. So I'm sure on the other side of the lightsaber, maybe there's something
going on. It could be. It's like the magic wand trick. I don't want to give anything away for folks, but like the magic wand that goes up, you know, it looks like it's going up. Maybe it's like rubber bands or something, or whatever it is.
It's got a little hose that's hidden that goes to your mouth. So she's just blowing into it, and it goes, and shoots up.
There could be somebody pulling a string. It's like it's retractable, but somebody's going.
It's very cool though. Like when I watched it over and over again, that little video, and it made me even more want to go on the Starcruiser. So hopefully I'll get to go. Fingers crossed. I told my wife, I'm like, listen, I'm going. We're just gonna put that out there. It's gonna happen.
I may be selling a child, but I'm going.
Yeah, it may just be me that's going and nobody else, because it probably will be like per person, like a cruise.
Yeah.
So it may just be me going, but I'm going on it. I'm saving my money now. Like I've been selling kyber crystals, and she's like, "Yeah, what we're gonna do with all that?" I'm like, "Oh no, that's already spoken for. That's for the Galactic Starcruiser."
At least part of the cost.
I don't know. I mean, it can't be like
it's
so super expensive that like nobody could go.
You're right. Well, I mean, they do have VIP tours, right?
Yeah, but they're not going to have a whole hotel.
No, I know.
Caters to the 1%.
I'm sure there'll be certain levels within the hotel as well. They're like, oh, this person pays this much because of this room. This room's a little bit nicer. You get this much more with it.
You can't go to this area.
Just put me down in cargo storage.
Yeah. Sneak in. Yeah. I mean, so you think about it. Okay, so it's maybe the price of a deluxe hotel for 2 nights, and then the cost of a ticket to get into the park. Even though you're only going to Galaxy's Edge, you think that they'll probably charge the cost of the whole park for a day or 2 days, whatever it is. And so, I mean, what's the most expensive deluxe hotel? Would that be close to like $800 or $900 or more? I don't know.
More maybe. Grand Floridian.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe 16. I don't know.
Well, how much is a cruise, Chris?
Well, again, that depends on
where your stateroom or regular room.
Let's say the bottom level.
There you go.
bottom thing. I mean, it depends on the days too. Like, I mean, we don't necessarily stay on the bottom level, so I don't know exactly.
Well, let's say whatever level you stay on. How like average?
Average, it could be around like 3,000
for both, right?
Yeah,
not per person.
For both, me and my.
Yeah. All right.
4,000, depending on the days where it's going and all that.
That money goes to a lot of cast members, though. Right?
Yeah, it goes to a lot of cast members.
Like it's a boat.
Yeah, I mean, it covers like basically the people that take care of your stateroom. It covers the people that like take care of your dinners every time. Like all that's kind of included in it. It takes care of all your food, all your drinks. I mean, except for like alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol.
I'm wondering if it'll be like that for this place, because I know there's going to be restaurants and stuff. I wonder if it's going to be all inclusive like that. And you
it could be. Would be cool. I think it'd be fun if like they really treated it like a Star Cruise or whatever. Like when you go on a cruise, there's like a drill you have to do where you have to go to a certain deck level, and they go over the procedure in case you have to like evacuate the ship. Basically.
I bet they will do that, because
I think that'd be great.
They've also announced, which this is going to, looking at that price like as a cruise, this makes sense, because it's not going to be like when you go to a Disney hotel and you walk in and you go check in and then you just go to your room and then you go to the park. It's going to be very immersive, because it also came out that they're looking for certain kind of people to fill positions on the Starcruiser. And there's a list, and I'm surprised that they put this list out there. I'm surprised it wasn't like casting call, and that's it. They went into detail. It says this is on WDW Magic, but it's like out there everywhere. It says, according to the job posting, during the experience, a variety of adventures befall the ship, and onboard characters find themselves caught in the intrigue of a galactic conflict. This company of actors will portray characters from a vast and diverse galaxy and will actively engage with passengers as much as with other performers. Every character will be leveraged for improvisational, scripted, and interactive moments. These are the roles currently being recruited. You want to hear the roles?
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Some woman named Ray.
Ooh.
Ray of Sunshine, I bet.
R-A-Y.
And it says seeking a dynamic and athletic actor with athletic, slender build. So sorry, Chris.
We're getting
Dang it.
And strong improvisational I can't talk. Abilities to portray Ray. Ray is a survivor, toughened by her life as a scavenger on the harsh desert planet of Jakku. Despite dismissing herself as a no one, she learns that her life is being shaped by the mysterious power of the Force. Actors with prior experience or knowledge in stage combat, wushu, martial arts, or hand-to-hand are encouraged to attend.
I wonder if there's anybody like reading this and going, "Oh, that character sounds interesting. That would be a good movie character if they ever like did that." I'll try out for that, I guess. That seems interesting.
But I found that interesting that they want somebody with martial arts, martial arts experience. So there's going to be some kind of combat on this Starcruiser between Ray and probably the next person on the list, Kylo Ren. Sounds like a nice guy.
I mean, I imagine they'll have like stages, quote stages, around where it's you can't like get in the middle of this fight, but there might be a fight off the side. Maybe you're going down this hallway or something, or a ballroom or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like this one's between 6 feet and 6'2". So, I mean, I could apply for this one.
Yeah. Do you need to know Wushu?
Oh yeah, I've got Wushu.
Who's that?
He's the little guy from Mulan.
Oh.
I thought it was some kind of like food.
That's Mushu.
Mushu pork.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if somebody went and applied for this and they're like, I saw that you wanted Wushu. And they're like, oh yeah. They're like, oh, I brought mine. And then
I have a little gift for you.
I have a little gift for you. Sir, that's Mushu. Please leave. So yeah, again, Kylo Ren needs to know Wushu, martial arts, or hand-to-hand combat is encouraged. Then there's the captain.
The captain.
So this makes me think that maybe they'll be doing that. There's a captain and a cruise director. So it makes me think that maybe they'll be doing that thing like you said. The captain, seeking a mature, none of us, commanding actor with strong abilities to portray the
that could mean old.
Helicon captain. This way. She is a worldly Pentorian, 40s and 50s. So it has to be a woman. So
I can pull it off.
With a rich, diverse history and dedication to her vocation, she is a strong and charismatic leader who has served as a well-respected ship commander for some time and demands the attention and focus of everyone in the room he walks into.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. So they want a woman to be the director, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The cruise director, they also want it to be a woman. So that just lets us out of there. But she's in her 30s. She's a human. So it says
I couldn't do human.
The first one says that she's something else.
She's something else, all right.
So it makes me think, are they going to be like in full makeup or something? Because as we get on down, there's some other Star Wars characters or races that we know that are blue or have the tendrils and stuff. So it's like, man, they're going all out. It's not just going to be like you see now in Galaxy's Edge, where it's all the quote unquote characters walking around are human.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like what was that movie? Fifth Element.
Yeah, Fifth Element.
There's going to be a ship mechanic. Seeking a friendly and engaging actor with strong abilities to portray the mechanic. A youthful, late teens, 20s.
Oh, so not the mechanic from Borderlands 3, right?
Human with big dreams. So this is a guy enthusiasm sometimes outpaces his capabilities, and as a result, he tries to present a braggadocious front to mask the vulnerability of being far from home.
Aww. I just picture, I don't know. I just picture him walking around talking to people, just like trying to present himself as like longing for home.
Yep.
Home.
Like I've been fixing up the drives, but
Now this one,
I miss the sunsets.
this next
The
one,
sets.
sunset. Yeah, this next one we could try out for the Fixer.
Oh.
Seeking a confident and engaging actor with strong improvisational. I can't say that word tonight.
Improvisational.
I know that what it is, but I can't say it. Abilities to portray the Fixer. Character portrayed is a well-traveled, devil-may-care human in his 40s. A convincing.
Like from New Orleans.
But this may throw us out. A convincing and handsome. Schemer.
What do you mean?
We can try to be handsome.
Yeah.
They could probably put makeup.
Act handsome.
Yeah. He uses.
I'm confident.
He uses his charm to his advantage as he seeks out associates to enlist in his criminal enterprise.
Dun dun dun.
His calculated and approach is an intellectual dance. Actors with sleight of hand tricks, a plus. We got to practice our sleight of hand tricks. So we know. Oh, see, I'm no good at it.
You got to practice it.
And then there's a first order lieutenant in their 40s. So this is another one we could do. Ambitious officer of the first order. New to his position of power and is working hard not to let us know that. He doesn't see a line between abusing and leveraging power. We could do that.
I feel like I could portray that.
Yeah. And then there's a saber trainer. So I'm guessing this is where that lightsaber is going to come in.
There's that saber.
Yeah.
It starts with a bloody S.
Starts with an S.
They want a warm and engaging athletic actor in their 20s and 30s. Patient and well composed. Saber trainers serve as expert wielders of the lightsaber, and they take cruisers through a physical demonstration. So you got to be able to work with your lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now this is the one that made me laugh when I read it. If you're bored of me reading this, sorry.
Tough.
The first time cruiser. So they're going to have some guy on there that's going to be like, hey, I'm just with you. I'm with you, fellas. You know? Hanging out.
What's going on here? I don't understand.
Like he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt with a goofy hat.
But it gets better. Just like
Mickey shirt.
Seeking a youthful and friendly actor, guitarist, singer with strong acting abilities to portray the first time cruiser. Character portrayed is a Togrutan, in his 20s, who aspires to be more than the alien next door. This hopeless romantic is a friendly and earnest musician who happily serenades his fellow guests as he aspires to impress the galactic superstar. Oh, there's a galactic superstar too. He is a strong rhythm guitarist. Hey,
go.
I'm not in my 20s. With a happy-go-lucky, easygoing musical style. A struggling singer-songwriter looking for his big break. Vocal range, low C to high A. There we go. That one just cracks me up.
There it is. There it is.
Like you're going to see this random 20-year-old walking around with a guitar. He's like, hey, is this your first time on the cruise too? You're sort of cute. Let me play you a song.
I'm going to be something someday. I'm shooting for the stars.
Which leads to the Galactic Superstar. Now, this is seeking an actor vocalist with strong abilities to portray our Galactic Superstar. Characters portrayed as a Twi'lek, however you want to pronounce it, in the 30s and 40s. So that means they're going to have the whole king caboodle. That's the ones with the big tendrils coming out of their head. Commands respect and flame roses at her feet.
What?
Excuse me. Did you bring your flame roses for the tryouts?
Well, yes, I have them right here.
On my feet. While fighting for her race's integrity and freedom, she is also a soulful singer who demands focus in every conversation and performance. So she's going to be singing.
Well, there's going to be hijinks.
So that's So that gives you a little taste of what's going to happen on this ship. There's going to be actors, unless they change it, like they did for Galaxy's Edge, because there was supposed to be a lot of this going on in Galaxy's Edge, and it sort of got dropped at the last minute.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a lot more interaction.
So hopefully they keep this, and hopefully it doesn't turn into just it's a hotel that looks like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hopefully they keep all this.
Well, my parents texted they're watching, but they're not able to reply on the live stream. They're watching on their TV. But they asked if if they need a grandma and grandpa. Do we know if there's any roles for grandmas and grandpas?
I don't see why not.
I'm on the TV, Mom.
Back in my day, there was no lightsabers.
We called them laser swords.
Laser swords.
They were hooked up to a battery that you had to put on your hip.
Wind it up.
So I'm looking forward to the Galactic Starcruiser. I think it's going to be fun. Of course, when you arrive there, you board this ship-like shuttle that takes you up to the Starcruiser. So you'll see, like, when you get into the shuttle, there'll be overhead. You'll look up, and it'll look like you're going up into space, and you'll see the Starcruiser at the distance.
It'd be interesting if they had like on their Disney ships, they have like a deck that's open that's full 360. You can go around, a lot of people run around it, and so it'd be interesting if they had something like that, and it's kind of open to where it's just like it looks like you can stare out into space, like above, below.
Oh, sure.
That'd be cool.
It'd be awesome.
I know you'll have. I know the windows in every room and thing you're in is just looking out into space.
Right.
Yeah. Now on the newest Disney cruise, the Wish, they're going to have the Star Wars lounge.
Yeah.
In there, which looks really cool.
That's like the hodgepodge ship, isn't it? It's got Star Wars, it's got Marvel, it's got Mickey and Minnie, Runaway Railway style. It's got everything.
Yeah, that looks like I think we're in a book.
Don't you want to book the Starcruiser? Don't you want to go to space instead of the seas? You've been to the seas before.
Been to the seas, go to space.
Go to space. Come on. Anyways, so that was announced, and then also on May the 4th, which is Black Spire Day in Galaxy's Edge, they released
To the Spire.
or Piece of the Kingdom. The Piece of the Kingdom, sorry. Then they released a new Legacy lightsaber set.
Oh yeah.
Which everybody was guessing. I'm like, it's gonna be Luke and Leia. Because they already have the Luke one there from the movie. And from what I've heard, they haven't been selling a ton of those, so they're just gonna be like, let's put them in this set. So people have to buy them. And with the Leia, the cost was $375, which I didn't even think about getting. And it came in this fancy box that played music when you opened it, and it had the reforged Rey saber in there, or Luke's saber, from that she buried it in a movie, and some other lightsaber it had, in there. I thought it was going to be Leia's, but it looked hardly like Leia's lightsaber.
That was a little passive aggressive.
Man, look at
that. I had big hopes for Leia's lightsaber from Disney. Big hopes. Because I loved it in the movie, the few moments that we saw it.
Yeah.
And then when they released the pictures, this is what I don't understand. Disney is what, $1 billion company? They own the rights to every lightsaber from the movies.
You would think so.
And somehow they got this. I'm sorry, just my opinion. Just so everybody knows, just my opinion.
I mean,
they got it wrong. The color's wrong. It's It's fat.
Plasticky.
It looks
It's
plasticky.
fat.
It looks like a toy.
Just
I mean,
like light.
It looks like something you buy at Target. Yeah, it does.
mhm.
Yeah.
Like we have some cheap ones, like a Luke saber that's supposed to have the thin neck, but it doesn't, has the fat neck.
Yeah.
My kids play with. I'm like, hey, look, it's just like the lightsaber.
If we hadn't seen ones that had already pulled off
Oh,
the
that's the
look,
thing. Yeah,
and
like Crimson Dawn that
Yeah.
we've had on before. They have one, and it looks not exactly, but very close to the one in the
Well, it
movie.
looks better. Yeah.
Oh, it
better
looks
than
way
this
better
one.
than this one. This one's like a tannish, dark
Orange.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said the switch for it is not.
Oh
where you
yeah,
would
even the
expect
button,
it.
the pearl button, which is like really cool on this lightsaber, that ignites the lightsaber. On the Disney version, does not ignite the lightsaber. It's a fake button that doesn't do anything. There's a little tiny on and off switch in the crevices of the bottom part of it, bottom part of the hilt that you flip on. Because when you you have to unscrew the top of it to put on the fat neck to put the blade in, which Disney just sort of felt. That's why I've never even thought about buying the Luke Return of the Jedi lightsaber there, which I love that lightsaber, but you've got to unscrew the top and put on a fat neck to put the blade in, and that just sort of like, it's like
It destroys the magic.
like a Weight Watchers before and after picture. It's just not not good. And other people like it, they don't care, but it's, and I like the blades from how they attach, but they just don't work for thin necks.
The box was really nice though.
The box was nice, yes,
And it was like wrapped, like how I guess Ray had wrapped it.
yeah, it was a.
Yeah.
They even got that color right. The wrapping, it looks like the one in the movie, but for some reason the color of the lightsaber.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, they probably have a reason for it, but it seems like they could have done better. But whatever. Maybe it looks better in person. I know we've seen plenty of videos
Well,
of
I've
it.
had people that have gotten it, and they're like,
Okay.
and I'm like, what do you think? And they're like, it's not good. It's not, But then there's been other people like, it's so beautiful, and I'm like, if it wasn't supposed to be Leia's lightsaber,
Yeah.
then I'd be like, okay, it's not bad. But it's not the rose gold type color for me. But enough negative. The box is cool. When you open it up, it plays the music, which is really sweet.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I like just the box. I have heard rumors that the Rey Reforged lightsaber that comes with it, not all of them, but there's been a few of them already posted where the blade won't fit in. There's something wrong with it, and the blade won't fit into the lightsaber. If you look down in, they say you could see like metal and stuff that's not supposed to be there that didn't get carved out. Anyway, so that was it's sold out. I mean, of course, and it's already going for like up to
Yeah. Lots of money.
It's going for lots of money, like $1,000. I
mean, if you're spending that much money on a lightsaber, it should look right.
Yeah.
And for people to go and sell it on eBay and try to make more, I mean.
Yeah, it's always annoying. I always find that annoying. I mean, some people I can understand, like willing to pay a little bit more because maybe they can't go to Disney. They don't have the time or the money to necessarily take a big trip. If they got the money to get one, but they don't have the opportunity to. But yeah, the eBay stuff is just people just trying to make money, which I get. I mean, that's what eBay is for. But like it gets annoying. It's like all the they dropped a bunch of like Funkos for Star Wars Day.
Oh yeah.
Like exclusive Funkos and like gone in seconds. Like I mean, there's no even trying to. It's just scalpers buying them to resell them.
Right.
And it's just not fun anymore with Funko for me. Like I still get like some of their other stuff, but I don't even try to get the exclusives anymore.
Yeah, the exclusives are a little ridiculous. But and the ones that they had for sale were the ones from the video games, right? Isn't that what?
Yeah, I think, and my sound's still working, right? He dropped out. I'm still going.
I dropped out?
No, Ryan dropped out.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine. Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
okay.
I got it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's my cat's food.
Yep.
Right on time.
Right on time. But it was the video game exclusives or something like that, like the girl from Battlefront 2 that
Yeah.
and I think there were some characters from the First Order game. Is that the name of that? What is that game? I can't think of the other game. But
Yeah.
anyways,
There was some
not First Order.
The
New Order,
the
whatever.
the Skywalker, the last movie.
Yeah.
There was like a cool Palpatine and Rey and a Kylo Ren that like looked like they were going into battle.
Yeah.
They were cool. They were gone in like in seconds.
Oh, I'm sure.
But Sideshow put out some cool stuff
Yes.
for the day. But just some of the stuff they put out. There was like a couple of General Grievous stuff. My Iron Studio, they'll sell their stuff through Sideshow. There's a statue of General Grievous that looked really nice. Like Iron Studios does a really good job. You probably can't see it, but the Doomsday that I did the video of is up there.
Yeah.
They did that. And this one, like, it's got like a actual cape that you can put on, like a fabric cape that you can put on and take off, switch out. Then they also put out like a Hot Toys General Grievous that comes with, like, you can switch out his arms, so you can have multiple arms, all the lightsabers and stuff.
Sure.
They did a Hot Toys Echo from the Bad Batch that just came out, which looks really cool. Look over some great detail. Grogu, which comes with like little things, like a box that he can set in, and like a little frog that he would eat and stuff like that. And the thing that I thought was the coolest was the blurg from the Mandalorian. And it, if I can try and show a picture here of the blurg for YouTube, but it's that creature that he wrote.
Yeah, that's cool.
At first, so it's big enough, like it fits the Hot Toys, like Mandalorian. You can put them on top of it.
Okay.
So it's a 1/6 scale, but it's just really fun looking.
Yeah.
Of course, all that stuff is more expensive.
Super expensive, yeah, because it's art, right? It's not a.
Yeah.
I mean, so is Funko Pop, I guess, really. but they're more like action figures, but they're more art because they're posed for the most part.
If it's an actual actor's face and stuff like that, they'll take sculpts,
right?
3D scans of their face and like really do the intricate detail to put into it. So.
Sure. Yeah. So
those are all really cool.
That's pretty cool. I've never really been interested in that kind of stuff, but it is really neat to look at. So, but,
yeah,
I don't know. And I never really was into the pops either, but you guys have gotten me some, so now I have bunches of them.
Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Yeah, Ryan's the pop guy. I love all the statues in Sideshow and everything. I have 2, and that's it, because yes, they are expensive. I got the giant Batman Beyond, which my wife got me.
Yeah.
It's freaking huge. It's awesome. If you haven't seen it, I'll have to post pictures. But then I got the Doomsday myself, and that's the unboxing that I did.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to go back on our YouTube channel?
Of course. That. Yes. The
Doomsday
very well produced unboxing. You had the cameras going and the intro and all kinds of lights. And it was very good. So I mean, I think that was all of the Star Wars Day stuff, I guess.
The Bad Batch came out on Disney Plus.
Did you watch any of that?
I did. I watched it. I got to finish it today. It was good. It's definitely if you're a fan of Clone Wars and Rebels, there are ties in to both those in the first episode. They just dropped the first episode, but it's a long first episode. It's like an hour or so long. Yeah. So of course they introduced the Bad Batch in the Clone Wars, like the latest season that they did of that, and everybody's like, I want to watch more of them, so they did more.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it. They also dropped what they called biomes, Star Wars biomes, which is just fly-throughs of various scenery from Star Wars. Yeah. It's just like it's like a desktop like screensaver, basically.
Interesting.
It's just flying through. It goes through like Hoth and the one planet that the Mandalorian goes to, where he saves the farmers. Like it shows that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
You know, the island that like Luke Skywalker ends up on in the last three movies,
very cool.
and oh, the lava planet. Ryan would know it.
Mustafar? No.
Mustafar.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He goes
Very
through
cool.
that. And then they also did a vehicle fly through,
Yeah.
where they put two of those out. One going through the Millennium Falcon, which is cool because
Very
it
cool.
has some nice outside angles, which looks very kind of CG-ish outside. But when it goes inside, like you can tell, like they probably use like the stuff they did for the movies.
Sure.
Lots of close-up shots of the inside, which are cool. And a Star Destroyer, they did that one as well.
Very cool. That reminds me, we didn't talk about this when we were talking about the Starcruiser. I read that they have a model of the Starcruiser, the Galactic Starcruiser, that is going to be on display at Hollywood Studios that you can look at. Like, you know how they did,
Yeah.
they had a big model of Galaxy's Edge when it first, before it opened, and you could see everything. But now you can actually look down into the Starcruiser of their concept, at least, you know, of what they want it to look like. Which, I mean, I guess they're pretty close to being done with it. It's next year, so
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
That is awesome
that they're doing that. So very cool. Lots of Star Wars things this time of year. So I can't wait to see more.
Yes. Now, last week we did mention that like we'd at least give our quick review.
Yes.
Of Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Can we do that again?
Okay. We're doing it again.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what did you think?
What did I? That was good.
That's
good.
Cool.
That's good. That's all we're doing. No, you know, we left that episode where we talked about the show, we talked about the history of it, and we both said, I'm very excited now after talking about it, you know. But I still had not high expectations for it,
Yes.
tempered expectations for it, right? I knew it wasn't going to be great just looking at all of the other movies as far as like it's this blockbuster movie, but it was good. You know, all the you know, you had your recognizable characters, you had recognizable moves, and a lot of humor in it, and callbacks to the games. Like one of my favorite parts is early on in the movie, and Liu Kang sweeps. I just forgot his name. Kano.
Yeah.
He sweeps him like over and over again. He's like, "Is
sweeps
that all you got?
Yeah.
Is that your only move?" And that's the move that you do when you in that game is you just sit there and sweep somebody over and over again, and it's like the cheesiest, you know, way to win.
Oh yeah, it was.
I thought it was funny.
Like, stuff like that was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also liked it. I also went in like, yeah, we're hyped about it, but I didn't have high expectations for it because it was a video game movie, and like more than likely with video game movies they're not going to be great necessarily, right. But yeah, the story was kind of like the addition of Cole felt like, I mean, I think they could have done without him. I think followed like Liu Kang as the main antagonist, I think would have been better. But overall, I enjoyed it. Yeah, the fight scenes were awesome. Like especially the first scenes and the last scene, like with with Sub-Zero and Scorpion at the beginning.
Yeah,
that was awesome. And then their end fight again was really cool. Yeah. Now, at one point, I thought, because Raiden gave Cole the kunai knife.
Yeah.
I thought that he was actually going to turn into Scorpion, like his body was going to be a vessel that Scorpion could use.
I did too. Yeah.
And it would have made sense, and it would have made sense of why he was in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just a character they just wanted to add.
Yeah. That was kind of weird. I didn't like the Cole character that much. And part of it was, I think you weren't supposed to like him at first, or it was kind of that whole thing of like, he's a good actor because he's portraying this wimpy not wimpy guy, but guy that gets beat up and he's kind of annoying or whatever. But I still think I don't know. I wasn't crazy about him. But yeah, I'm like you. It was kind of weird that he got some of the powers and spoilers. He's related to
spoilers.
Scorpion, right? And I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't get that armor thing that he that formed on his body.
It was almost like a Black Panther outfit where it was like absorbing the shocks, and then he could use that energy to form his weapons and fight back. It was a little ambiguous.
Yeah.
On how that worked.
Yeah.
And the part of the story where he's like I'm doing this for my family and I'm going to save them if I don't do this, and if I'm around them they'll come and kill me. And then so he goes to Raiden's temple and trains, and he's like, well, I'm not doing very good. Raiden's like, we'll just leave. Like, okay, I'm going to go back to my family.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
What?
Because if you go back there,
they're going to kill you.
People are going to come kill you and your family.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that was a little weird.
Yeah. It was a little weird, and I thought it was funny though that Jax told him when Jax encountered him, he's like, "Hey, go to this Illinois and find Sonya Blade," and he just goes home instead. Because at first I thought that was where they went, was to Sonya Blade, and somehow they found her. Who knows how they found her?
I think he gave an address.
Okay.
Like at the same time, it's like he said the address once.
And did you write that down?
Yeah, like you got it. You have it memorized. I need to say it again.
Yeah.
You sure? Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he goes out. He finds her. I thought like all actors, did a good job. Cole was a little annoying, but I don't think it was his fault.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it was fine. I think I expected going in that it was going to actually be a tournament type format. I didn't really expect it to be this random fights, Yeah,
this was a prequel basically. This wasn't Mortal Kombat. This was a prequel to Mortal Kombat. This is like the comic book that they make that you pick up to read.
Yeah.
Like how all the people got to this point.
Yeah.
For the movie.
They introduced characters that the Warner Brothers said, "We loved it. Let's make another one, and maybe even a TV show," is what some people are saying. So
yeah,
it's coming back for another movie at least.
Apparently, the guy that plays Sub-Zero signed on for 5
wow.
thing. Now, whether really he shouldn't be. I guess he comes back as Smoke, right?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit.
Or Noob Sabat,
right?
Noob Sabat. So he could come back as Noob Sabat. So that could work.
Yeah.
But he won't be Sub-Zero. Someone else should come back as his brother should be Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
In the next one.
Yeah. And of course. Yeah, and we know at the end of it they are getting ready to go find Johnny Cage, right? So
yeah,
they know there's another one coming.
And the casting rumors are already people wishing who's going to be, like Ryan Reynolds, The Miz.
The Miz, yeah. Yeah, that was the big one for a little bit, and then all of a sudden Ryan Reynolds, and it's like, okay. Let's slow your roll a little bit here. This is Mortal Kombat.
He's done worse. So
sure. So, and then of course the coolest parts were seeing the different fatalities and just the brutality and some of the moves that you see in the game, and it was like, oh my goodness. I don't know that I expected so much blood and guts. But man, it was cool.
Yeah, like they just chef kiss for those. But yeah, the Kung Lao with the saw with his hat,
yes,
which is an in-game kill that you can do, in-game move and stuff. That was like flawless. When he said flawless victory at the end.
Yeah, that was a little
weird. I liked it.
I know. It was a cool move, and then he said that I was like, okay, whatever. But. Yeah.
Yeah. And out of the people, Kano was probably my favorite.
Yes.
He just ate up that role.
Yeah.
And I think he could come back. I don't think he's dead. I think they could bring him back. I think he could, because spoilers, of course. Again, we've been saying spoilers this whole time, but he gets stabbed in the eye with the garden gnome. But it's the eye that in the game, like he has a metal eye, so they could fix him up.
Right. So, that's the thing. what one thing that was kind of funny, especially in the first battle, is that you realize that these people are almost indestructible, just like the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he gets something stabbed through him, and you think, "Oh, he's dead," but he's still like really fighting and moving around. And
Yeah.
okay,
Sure. He lost a lot of blood there, but I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, who knows? I mean, that's the whole thing. Is like it's a video game. It's a video game movie, but in the video game, they take a lot of punishment, like all of these things that happen to them, and they're still fighting. Not, never mind that you start another fight and he's back alive, right? But it's, so yeah, I think there's a good chance some of those people will be back. Probably not, but maybe they took his soul, right? He took your soul is mine. He didn't say it that way.
He took Kung Lao's soul, but there have been different Kung Laos in throughout Mortal Kombat, and like even like Shang Tsung said that like even death is like another dimension or something like that. So and then he took the bodies. So
that's true, because they basically killed all of those villains or bad guys, I guess.
Yeah, like Melina is dead. Like I can see Melina coming back. I can see Kano coming back.
Yeah.
Possibly Goro.
Yeah.
The vampire woman, I don't know if she's coming back. And the guy with the hammer who was just there for someone Jax to fight. I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But that was the thing with the Jax fight though. Like he smashed his head, but he was over the pit, which in the game you can do a pit fatality.
Yeah.
Why that you always do the pit fatality on that level. You don't do a regular fatality there. That was disappointing.
Fail. No. So enjoyable movie. I'm glad I didn't go to a theater to watch it.
Yeah, no, it was,
but again, it would have been fun to watch it with other people, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I would recommend it if you're a fan of the games to watch it. If you've never played the game, I don't know if you'll understand necessarily.
That's true.
What's going on?
That's true. Because again, there's a lot of inside jokes, like the sweep the leg, all of the fatalities that they did, or those different little things that happened, and of course you knew some of the things that were about to happen because like Kano all of a sudden could shoot lasers out of his eyes. You're like, okay, well, I knew that would eventually come or whatever. But it was kind of funny how Sonya Blade all of a sudden could do her moves perfectly with her.
She's just that good.
Special power as soon as she got the tattoo on her arm, whatever, It's like, okay.
I mean, they kind of said that was the same for Liu Kang, like a little bit when he killed that one guy. He got
the dragon thing.
His dragon thing and the power.
Yeah.
So they kind of did that, but it was very I think a lot of people missed that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure. I mean, yeah. So yeah, and it's a movie. You don't have a lot of time for development, and they're trying to introduce the characters of the movie to a new group of people. Maybe a lot of people haven't seen the original, like younger folks. So
yeah. I told my wife, I was like, "You want to watch the original?" She was like, "There's others." She didn't want to watch it though. I would be up for a sequel.
Yeah.
Like, I'd definitely be up for a sequel.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, just up the writing a little bit, and and if they keep the fights and stuff at this level, I think it'd be even better. So.
Yeah. So that's Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, in a nutshell.
So we had some other Disney news. Going back to Disney a little bit, we have a new date for Loki.
That is true.
June the 9th instead of June 11th. So 2 days earlier. Why do you think they changed the days? Do you have a theory on that?
The only thing I think of is like they're just trying it out to see, like.
I think so.
Because movies, like in theaters, typically it's like Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
I think they're just kind of trying out of the middle of the week.
Yeah.
To see like how many people will tune in then.
Yeah. I think that's probably right. I mean, why not? Why don't we try something different? Most people are watching online anyway, so it doesn't matter really when it comes out, except maybe some people don't have that kind of time though during the week to do that sort of thing. I mean, you make time, I guess, for cool things, but and maybe they're anticipating people going to see movies on the weekends, so they want to have something during the
Mm-hmm.
week. But again, we're talking about it, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of it. You know, if they didn't
That
do
is.
something out of the out of the blue or different, then maybe it would just kind of go unnoticed or be like, oh,
Mhm.
here's the new show, you know.
Yeah,
But
and typically, I mean, yeah, like Friday nights, like people are starting to go out more
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit. So yeah, there
exactly.
won't be their viewership may take a little hit from that. So yeah, moving it to Wednesday during the week where people are just like, sit down after work and just watch something during the week, and, like dread the next 2 days.
I know, it's like, well, okay, got that done. Now what, you know? But maybe there's more content of other things, or maybe you just go do things and not watch Disney Plus all the time. I don't know. Have a life, you know. But
That's weird.
whatever. But I'm excited just for
Yeah.
have another show, and so
Mhm.
far these things that they've put out, these shows have been good. So I think
Yeah.
it's good. I saw somebody made a comment about it after, where you see the video and then you see all the comments below, and they
Mhm.
said, I must be the only person that doesn't like Loki. I just don't get it. And he's terrible. I'm like, he's not terrible.
He's
He's
a villain.
Yeah, he's a villain, so he's in some ways he's not likable, but he is, because
Yeah,
sometimes
you
he's
love
good,
to hate
sometimes
him.
he's bad. Right? You love to hate him, and he's a great actor, and
Mhm.
so I think it'll be good. I have no idea. I don't have a lot of expectation for it because I don't know much about it, but
Yeah, they haven't shown much, revealed much. You just know that it's going to be nuts.
so yeah, I'm excited. And then of course we also got the trailer. I guess not really a trailer, but yeah, I guess you could call it a trailer from Marvel talking about all the new movies that are coming out, right? And
Yes,
then put a
the
timeline to the movies, right?
the nostalgia bomb that they dropped.
Yeah, with
It's
Stan
like,
Lee talking.
yeah. Hey, remember when it was really fun to go to theaters?
Yeah.
We're going to do that again,
It's
so
gonna
come
happen.
out.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
be happy again.
yep.
But
So,
it was a really nice trailer. I mean, it tugged at the heartstrings.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
with Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got our first look at the Eternals, really, in
Yes, that was
in
cool.
video format, which is in one shot. It's like a night shot, and you see a bunch of them kind of like from chest up, like standing in a row. And if you look to like the left of the picture, like your screen left, there's like a camera, like a cameraman standing there.
Oh, huh.
Now, whether it was like an
Yeah,
accident or it's supposed to be there, no one
yeah.
knows.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. And then yeah, we got the new title for the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Well, yeah,
They hadn't revealed like a subtitle or whatever for that
yeah,
movie yet.
yeah,
And then the Marvels, which is Captain Marvel 2, they changed it to the Marvels,
yeah, yeah,
which because they'll have the woman from WandaVision.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, Monica.
Her, yeah,
Monica.
Monica. Thank you. Yeah.
Monica, who was a Captain Marvel in the comics for a time, and then Ms. Marvel from their new show that they'll be putting out. Ms. Marvel will be in it, so it's to be the Marvels.
Yes. Yeah. And of course the Thor movie, new Thor movie, which we knew about, and the
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Strange, those movies. To me, it was kind of in some ways exciting, but also depressing. It's like, oh my gosh, we still got at least another year before some of this new stuff is coming out. So it's,
Mm-hmm.
but at least we have these things to look forward to too. It's like we have Spider-Man coming up, and we have
Mm-hmm.
um, I said Black
Black Widow.
Panther, Black Widow. Thank you, coming up, which that's very exciting. And
Mm-hmm.
granted, we don't. It's not like we get
Shang-Chi.
movies every other month or anything. Yeah, Shang-Chi's coming out this year as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got tons coming out, really, when you think about it. But it still was just like, oh gosh, when is that one coming out? Some of those were coming out really far out. So, but still, it's exciting. Hopefully, it all comes out, when it says it. So,
That'd be nice.
that
At
will
least we'll
be
get
nice.
Black Widow on Disney Plus.
So, what do you think about the everybody's kind of talking about how it looks like an A for Avengers, but also looks like a 4 there towards the end. Is that supposed to be something?
I think it's just a stylized 4. It's just Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like
But they didn't say anything about Fantastic Four. I guess that's the whole thing, right?
They announced it.
Okay. But in that trailer, though, I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean it's the 4. It's the same logo they put out when they announced they were going to do a Fantastic Four movie. But yeah, we just don't know anything else about it. They just know it's going to do it. Blade wasn't mentioned.
Oh yeah.
At all. That was announced. They even announced an actor for that. There's like no word on when that. I think. I think they may have said something about like maybe 2023.
Maybe, but possibly. Yeah, there's still plenty of stuff, so they could throw it in there, and there it is.
Yeah.
So
apparently, there's rumor of a Hulk movie.
Huh.
An actual Hulk movie that they're going to be doing. Which could have multiple Hulks in it, like She-Hulk and Red Hulk, and possibly Amadeus Cho, who becomes the Hulk at one point.
Okay.
So,
and we have a Hulk or She-Hulk show coming up, so that'll be
cool.
So hopefully that'll be before, or I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be before. That's like this next year, I think.
So when we last saw Hulk in Endgame, he was still Hulk, right? He didn't change back to Banner in that?
Yeah, he was still Hulk, but he had like a burnt up arm.
Yeah, that's right, because he did the snap. That's right. Okay. So that'll be interesting if he's still stuck that way, or if he ever goes back to switching. Who knows? But well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So one of the things we've got going on is, of course, Comicpalooza is coming up in July 17th and 18th in Houston, Texas. We will be there. I'll be there. Chris will be there. Ryan will be there. And we're planning to do a live show on the floor. We hope that all works out. And then also planning to do a live show with the Battle Royale Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of prep for that and kind of get people excited about it. You've been posting some battles.
I have been posting some battles on Facebook. There's a couple on there now if you want to go vote for them. The first one that I put out was what was the first one I put out?
It wasn't the Han Solo and Captain Kirk.
No,
right?
that was Han Solo and Captain Kirk was the second one I put out.
Yeah.
And Han Solo right now is winning by a landslide.
I don't know why nobody's picking Captain Kirk. I mean, he can beam up and he can shoot a stun gun.
And he's a good fighter. Like he really is a good fighter. I think if it was a hand-to-hand combat fight, I don't know. I think Kirk could probably take him.
Yeah.
I mean, because you don't really see Han Solo fighting hand-to-hand. He's more of like a trickster and kind of stuff or whatever, shooting and flying and everything. But hand-to-hand combat, I think Kirk could take him. I don't know. If you think different, let us know.
I guess you have to specify which Captain Kirk. I mean, I assumed William Shatner, right? But
well, I put in the comments. I put the picture of William Shatner.
Okay,
Harrison
that's right.
Yeah, the first one I put was Boba Fett versus Predator.
That's right.
And that one, Boba Fett right now is winning out, but the Predators, he's hanging in there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a possibly good matchup.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning a little towards Predator.
Interesting.
Myself.
Yeah, a lot of people were kind of leaning towards Boba Fett. I think even your dad made a good point that the armor kind of helps with.
That's true. So my thing with Boba Fett is like, I mean, he of course Mandalorian. He did awesome job fighting, but in the movies, like you didn't really see him fight much, and someone accidentally takes him out.
Yeah.
So I mean, if someone can accidentally take him out, I would think an alien that can hide himself, shoot lasers that basically blow giant holes in people.
Yeah.
Could take him. And I mean, the best car, it doesn't cover a lot of the body, really. The Predator's a better shot than Stormtroopers.
His neck is wide open, right?
Yeah, his leg can come clean off. I mean,
yeah.
There's a lot of places on him that he could be taken out, and I think Predator could do the job.
I I think it's valid points. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. But so if you're not familiar with Battle Royale cheese, it's something we started really early on in our podcast history. And we didn't know what we were doing, but we set up a tournament and just kind of went back and forth about different comic book and movie characters and talked about who we thought who would win in a battle with those. So turned into a fun thing that we've done with some Comicpalooza people, and that's been a lot of fun. So we're excited to be able to do that again at Comicpalooza. If you haven't heard any of those battles, go back into the vaults and check out some of those early episodes. The first one was Arrow to the Neck, which is kind of an inside joke to the show, of course, because I misunderstood the rules and thought we were going to go blow for blow here, and because I'd never really seen anything like that. I mean, but we learned how to do it that day, and or I did on that episode. And, but it's still a joke because I not to give too much away because it's riveting stuff, really.
Oh yeah.
I said that I would shoot an arrow to the neck of Shredder, and that I would take him out with Legolas. So I then proceeded to be laughed at and was informed of this is not how you do this game. let's lay out the rules now instead of just assuming Katrin knows everything about this game. So, but we've had fun with it, and I mean, I
it's evolved. It's like each iteration seems to bring up something new.
That's true.
So
the last iteration we did, or one of the last ones, is we did an event for Comicpalooza at a comedy bar or whatever you want to call it, and where we set up a Jeopardy board to battle two podcasts, and they would have to answer these questions or give their answer in the form of a question, whichever, and that would help them or give them the character. I kind of like that format. That was kind of a cool format to not just pick characters or be assigned them. They actually had to kind of to answer questions to be able to get good characters, hopefully. And, so that was cool, and then we had prizes, so it was fun. So hopefully we can get some interaction. If you're in the Houston area, be sure to watch for that. Make sure you're going to Comicpalooza. They promise to have it safe and clean and everybody wearing masks. We'll see how that turns out. I know here in Memphis they're talking about ending mask requirements, in the county at least, and of course it'll be optional, and then restaurants can make their own decisions, but that should be interesting.
Yes.
So lots of cool things coming up. Was there anything else going on?
No.
Not really.
I think that about covers it.
Yeah, I mean, movies are coming back. Disney. Oh, that's it. I was going to mention too when we were talking about Disney is dropping their temperature checks at the entrance gates. I
saw that for both employees and visitors.
Yeah,
I believe. Oh.
So that's a step.
That's cool. Yeah.
And the
step in the right direction.
In the right direction, I guess. If you're worried or not worried about that, we have temperature scanners at work, and it looks like a little tablet, or it is a little tablet, not just looks like it. It has a little temperature scanner on it, and you just walk up and it says temperature normal, and it doesn't always work perfectly. And we have a new employee, and we went over to one of our offices, and she had tested her temperature earlier and it was fine, but now at that point her temperature was showing 101.7.
Oh.
So she's like, that's not right. It can't be right. I was like, yeah, you probably wouldn't be walking around and be all chipper like you are. So
kind of want to tape a cold pack to my head and see what it does. Your temperature is 47.
Yeah. It's weird. I mean, when you take your temporal scan, it is usually a few degrees lower, because I usually come in at around 97.3 at work, so it's not 98.6, so even then, when she scanned at 101.7, I scanned at 99.7 or something like that. And I was like, this is not right. So, anyways, there's like you said, you could put a cold pack, or of course the old joke in TV shows is if you wanted to stay home from school, like you were sick, you would take a heating pad and put the thermometer there. We watched Home Improvement the other day, and he put it in his mom's coffee to get it hot, and then he stuck it in his mouth. He's like, blah, and then she took it out. She's like, "Wow, your temperature is 108." Wow, she knew what was going on, but so yeah, whether or not those are always correct, and then people could be taking ibuprofen, or not ibuprofen, but Tylenol, and kind of bypass it. So they're probably just like, is it really good? Plus, everybody's getting vaccinated, or lots of people are, so it's the idea is that everybody's a little more safe, and things are starting to open up. They'll start increasing the number of people going into Disney World pretty soon, I'm sure. So that's exciting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to get back to normal and not do this thing anymore with masks and sickness. I mean, that's the main thing. True. Nobody wants to be sick. That's for sure.
Not at all.
So we hope you all are staying safe. And
stay safe out there.
Yeah, stay safe out there, folks. Stay frosty.
Stay safe. Stay frosty.
So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching on YouTube and being in the comments. Sorry we had some audio issues, but we'll get that worked out, and we'll be back next week for another episode of I Am Geek. This has been episode 192 of I Am Geek. Hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.